right, to start grammar, we are going to correct our page 109 homework. So we are open to page 109. So numbers 1 through 6, we were supposed to add commas where it was needed in these sentences. And if you remember, we talked about direct address and then yes or no. So you use commas to separate names or the word yes or no in a sentence. So for number 1, it should be Greg, comma. Did you see the new movie about surfing?
No.
Number 2, voices off, please. I see 3 guys and 2 girls riding that wave, comma, Tyler. Number 3, these surfing photos, comma, Clay, comma, were taken from all over the world. So you should have a comma before Clay and after Clay, since the name is in the middle of the sentence. Yeah, you're talking to Clay.
Yeah, I'm talking to Clay.
Then number 4, yes, comma, it's some of the best surf I've ever seen. Remember, when we have the word yes, we're also going to separate that from the sentence with a comma. Now number 5, do you think you can make a front side turn like that, comma, Greg? And then we have number 6, no, comma, some surfers, comma, Holly, comma, make their living traveling to surf the best places in the world. So number 6 had 2 things going on. They had the word no, and then they had Holly's name in the middle. So no, comma, some surfers, comma, Holly, comma. So you should have used 3 commas in that sentence. Jack P., return to your spot. Okay, then, does anyone need 1 through 6 repeated? Okay, it's not my phone. Numbers 7 through 12, you were supposed to write yes or no to say whether each sentence is correct. So, for number 7, they have written Julio, comma, I won't be able to go with you to the game this weekend. That's yes, because they set apart Julio's name by using a comma. Number 8, do you agree with me, Mark, that this golf course is awesome? Did they use any commas in that sentence, you guys? No. So no, they did not use it correctly. We have Mark's name here, and they didn't put a comma on either side, so no. Number 9, I thought Texas was the biggest state, Mr. Jeffries. Did they use any commas here? No, Mr. Jeffries' name is there, and they didn't use a comma, so that is also a no. Number 10, yes, comma, our city is located on one of the biggest rivers in the state. Did they do that correctly? Yeah, they did. They said yes, comma. So, yes. Number 11, our practice last night, comma, Michael, comma, will help me out a lot, or will help me a lot. That's a yes, because Michael is in there, and they put commas on either side of it.
Yes, and I actually got the question right.
Awesome. Then number 12. Number 12, they said, no, comma, I have not seen your science book, comma, Sue. That is also a yes, because they offset no by putting a comma after no, and they put a comma before Sue. So yes, they did it correctly. Are there questions, or do you need repeats on 7 through 12? Alrighty then let's move on to 13 through 17. So, if you read the directions carefully, it did say to rewrite each sentence. While I was coming around, I saw some people just stuck a comma up in what was already typed. Please make sure you're reading the instructions. Once in a while, if you guys are doing a great job of following the instructions in your EPB, I will just say, go ahead and just add the commas. But that's only if we've been following the directions really well up to that point. Okay, so you're supposed to rewrite each sentence and add the commas where it was needed. So, when we were writing number 13, we should have written no comma. I don't know the answer to that question. Number 14, when we rewrote that sentence, we should have written, how did scientists figure out what stars were actually planets, comma, Mr. Joseph? Then for number 15, when we rewrote it, we should have written, yes, comma, Jennifer, comma, athletes do spend years in training before the Olympics. Number 16, when we rewrote it, we should have written a blue moon, comma, Ignacio, comma, is the second full moon to appear in the same month. So putting a comma before and after Ignacio. And then number 17, when we rewrote, we should have written no, comma, I checked the mailbox, comma, mom, comma, and the letter isn't there. So you should have used 3 commas. A comma after no, a comma before mom, and a comma after mom. Questions or repeats for 13 through 17? Okay, what I would like you to do is show me on your hand 1 through 5. What's your level of understanding with placing commas around yes, no, and names? 1 through 5. How are we feeling? 1 through 5. All right. Philip, 1 through 5. I can't see your hand. Thank you. Jack L, 1 through 5. How are you feeling? Okay. All right, go ahead, put your hands down. Then I'd like you to open in your LA notebook to your grammar section. I'm going to double check to see if we have a vocab word. So go ahead and do that.